Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a speaking practice step 2, and hopefully it will give you a little bit motivation so you can keep up the practicing every day and we all get our IELTS target. Okay, so let's get started right now. So let's skip this step. Okay, I'm ready right now. Question 1. Are you a student or do you work right now? I'm not a student. I actually self-employed. I mean, I'm working at home with a computer-based job. And to be honest, I used to have a 9 to 5 job before, but I have quit it for 2 years until now. Why did you choose this course? The reason why I decided to make a move because after getting married and having a baby, I really want to arrange as much time as I can for my beloved family. So I decided to change so that I can have more time for myself, for my family. Yeah. Talk about the daily routine. About my daily routine, I am more usually occupied at night time because of my job. So during the daytime, I have a lot of time on my hands. I usually wake up at around like 7:30 and have breakfast with my baby and my husband. Then we drive him to work, and after that come back home and do some research and get some preparation for my night job. For the rest of the day, I like to spend time doing some household chores, do the cleaning and so on. Is anything about the job I like to change? Well, let me see. I don't feel that I want to change anything about my job right now. I'm currently happy with everything that I'm doing right now. So happy to say so. Let's move on and ask some questions about shopping. Yes, of course. Who does most of the shopping in the household? I am actually. I am in charge of all the shopping in my family because my husband always busy during the daytime, as I said before. So I'm happy to do so, and it's a kind of leisure activities that I'm really interested in. What type of shopping do you like? Well, although most of my friends and neighbors, they are interested in doing some online shopping, but to be honest, I feel like I'm more into going to the open air market, a kind of traditional market in Vietnam, because I can go there, have a catch up with some of my neighbors, and of course I can do some bargains with the shop owners. um yeah, sometimes I feel like shopping online we can easy to get some rip off because we cannot feel the materials of the things that we're going to buy, so that's why. Is shopping a popular activities in the country? Oh, I do think that shopping is a very popular activities in every part of the world, not only in my country. And even you are not a shopaholic, but you still have to do shopping on a regular basis. Something like clothes, food, or something bigger like household commodities or furnitures and so on. What type of shop do teenagers like best in the country? Let me see. Teenagers in my country, I think that they are in the stage of life in which they really concentrate on their appearance so that they can leave good impressions on other genders. I mean, the opposite genders. That's the reason why maybe or most of them are interested in fashion shops or accessory and yeah, kind of things like that, so that they can um, yeah, improve their appearance. How often do you go to the cinema? I do not really go to the cinemas since I got married, because it's quite costly too, and also yeah, we cannot arrange much time for going out right now. Just like I prefer some kind of family activities, outdoor activities, so that it can yeah, plays an important role to my child development instead of going to the cinema. What type of films do you like best? Uh, Let me see. My favorite genre of films are action and horror movies. I don't know why, it just has special attraction to me for no apparent reasons. Although sometimes I get nightmare after watching them, but I still can't refuse to watch it with my husband. What type of films don't you like? I dislike some kind of romantic drama, especially Korean drama, because I feel like they always exaggerate the love story, which is quite opposite to my life coach. I'm a kind of person who quite practical, so that's why I feel like I cannot feel the way people feel about romantic drama. Yeah, it's the end of part one. Okay, so now we have already finished part one. Let's move to part two together. I'm nervous right now, I'm not very good at part two. Have a sticky note right here to get ready for the taking note. Oh, an important event in the life. Let me see, it's gonna be the entrance exam to university, because the only way to open a new door to my life was born and raised in a remote area, poor conditions, dilapidated, um, underprivileged. Um, so education's key to succeed. Research to study determined. Okay, so the first thing pops into my mind right now is entering exam to universities. Many people may think that it's not something most important in our life, but for me, it's really the only chance to open a new door to my life, because I was born and raised in a very remote area. I must say that I'm a kind of underprivileged children who live under dilapidated living conditions. So since I was very little, I was always aware that education is the key to succeed, to change my life. That's the reason why I always I always exert myself to studying, so that I can get a chance to change. So I was always determined with my target, and when I get the admission letter from my university, I was like over the moon. It was the most delighted day in my life, because I know all my effort paid off, and yeah, that has already like a chance for me to turn my life into a new leaf, and marks the beginning of a new journey. Thanks to that success, that first success, I have already have a chance to improve myself and to be who I am today, escape from the virtuous cycle of poverty that the old generation of my family has passed through. So yeah, that's the reason why I say this is one of the most important events in my life. Oh, just 2 minutes and 1 second. So let's move on next part. Part 2. I think this is the hardest part for me. What is important in the country? Well, I'm thinking of the International Independence Day, which marks the beginning of a new independent country, and yeah, it's also the evidence of our braveness and how sacrifice that the ancients and older generation has already devoted their life to protect the freedom of our country. And another days, I think it's Tết holiday, because according to Vietnamese tradition, it's gonna be the most important day during the years. It marks the beginning of a year, and yeah, it's gonna affect the whole years of every people in my country. Why is it important to have national celebrations? Well, I reckon that national celebrations as occasions that unite citizens of a countries, in which people can like enjoy the same atmosphere, the same feeling together, to remember or to praise something that's the same, So anyway, it brings every people in a country a sense of belonging and special identities of each country. How is the way the national celebration are celebrated now different from the world? Well, in the past, my country still was a developing country. Most of the majority of the population must live under a very poor condition, so we don't have much budgets for national celebrations. So most of them were celebrated very simply and with a very low budget. But nowadays, like there are more and more performance, and firework performance, and so on. That's the reason why people have more places to go to enjoy and relax with their family during national celebrations or festivals. Do you think any new national celebration will come into being in the future? Right now it's very difficult questions for me because I never think about any new national celebration. I think that a country have a new national celebration only when there's something really vitally important happens in the country, and the next generation going to celebrate it in order to remind the next generation about what happened in the past. But now it's really difficult for me to think about what news. Are there any celebration from other country that celebrate in the country? There are a lot that we have already imported for the last few decades from Western and all over the world. For example, the festival. Oh, time's up, everyone. We have only 3 minutes for part 3. Really? Oh my god. So anyway, this is the end of part 3. So it's time for us to say goodbye. Every day try to practice a little bit, everyone. And we're going to get improved together. Fighting.